I'll put it here only. Bernoullis theorem, the total mechanical of the flowing fluid will make like the comprising the energy associated with the fluid pressure, gravitational potential energy, elevation, and kinetic energy of fluid motion remains constant. Okay, there's a one very important thing. All our numerical just revolves around that equation of continuity and this particular thing, Bernoullis theorem. So what do you mean by that? So let's go for the meaning. So the same tube, let me take it. No, the liquid. So initially, let me take the same level. So there's a 0.1, 0.2. So what he's saying is like energy, total mechanical energy, E1 is equal to E2. What about in what all form the fluid can possess energy in a flowing fluid? Pressure energy, gravitational potential energy, kinetic energy, point volume. Similarly, P2 plus U2 plus K2. Overall mechanical energy remains constant. When a fluid flows from point 1 to point 2, the total mechanical energy of a fluid remains constant is telling. So this what we write P1 plus rho GH1 rho V1 square P2 . So like this, what will happen? The total mechanical energy of a fluid remains constant as the fluid moves from point 1 to the point 2. To be frank, your chapter got over. You look at any problem, I'll be using these two equations only. What we needed now, really we need very good observation. Very good observation. That's all, nothing big is there. So what observation? So now what will happen? The tap. The moment you open tap, you should make observation, how the fluid falls. So as it moves from the mouth of the tap and strike the ground, what will happen to it? Hmm? Then you are using deodorants. No, nowadays I think everyone will use. Of course, I will not use. Everyone use. So like it all depends. Some people will be allergic to the some alcohol chemicals, no. So therefore, I don't prefer to be that one. So at maximum now, it has become a part of life. Am I right? Deodorants. So when you press it, what will happen? Some fluid particles will come. No, that's called like a atomizer. It is called as atomizer. That is so. There's a one thing that's called like a sprayer or atomizer. Then you'll be taking the pipe and you'll try to wash the floor or car or vehicle something. So there what will happen as you just try to close it with your fingers, then the fluid will come out with a more speed, no? There's nothing but the Bernoullis theorem. This one. So like that, you'll get plenty of and injection. This one. So plenty of equipments are there surrounding you. Huh? Don't think that, sir, we don't have a lab. If lab were there, I would have studied nicely. Your house itself is a lab. The outside world itself is a lab for physics. Huh? Don't search here and there. You do get, I think nowadays, best thing is a why deodorant. Nowadays, we are using sanitizer, no? One which will come spray. So that's what, based on the fluid dynamics only. So plenty of objects are there, equipments are there around us, which will work on these two equation of continuity, Bernoullis theorem. Do make observation, how it has come. Take paper, pen, draw the diagram. Okay, the liquid moves from here to here. So think on that one. Don't draw exact, just a rough diagram. Then analyze. So this is what observation. Observation means not like just only looking. No, you should able to draw the diagram, write some equations at various points, express the phenomena mathematically. This is what you are supposed to do. Okay, now similarly, if the pipe is oriented like this, this is one thing, Bernoullis theorem. Okay, let's take that one. If a pipe is oriented, because we can I can orient a pipe like this also. No, here the liquid is made to enter V1 and V2 like this. Now look at the, let's take the ground as reference. At what height the point 1 is? At height H1. At what height the point 2? At height H2. The liquid is having, and we assume it to be incompressible. Can we write any equation? And it is exposed to air here. So what is the pressure? P naught. Here also it is exposed to air. Pressure is P naught. Oh, so sorry. The pressure at here, let it be P1. Let it be P2. I'll give area of cross section A1. Let this be A2. So first equation of continuity, A1 V1 equal to A2 V2. Then Bernoullis theorem, P1 plus rho G H1 plus rho V1 square by 2. P2 plus rho G H2 plus rho V2 square by 2. I want the pressure difference. What pressure difference I should maintain across the pipe so that liquid at a height H2 will have a speed V2. Then this equation will become rho 2 H2 minus H1. Rho by 2 V2 square V1 square. So pressure difference across the ends, let it be delta P. The height, let it be this one. No. Can I replace V1? V1 I can write it as okay, there's an expression for this much of pressure difference, what speed you want the liquid to emerge out here. Okay, that you have to substitute. And there's a required pressure difference, that is a delta P. So with what speed the liquid should, say you may hold pipe horizontal, you may hold at some inclination. Okay, you may hold at some inclination. Then if you maintain this much of pressure difference, as the liquid will emerge out with a speed V2. There's a required speed. To have this much of speed, this much of pressure is needed. You see the problems are really very, very simple, that one. What is delta H? Delta H is the height difference. So the upper end and lower end at what height difference there. So that they can call as delta H. So what speed you want at this upper end. Okay, for that, keeping that in mind, you should maintain the pressure difference. I think that's what the engines will do. No, if you go for car wash, the liquid water pen, is it advisable to first wet the car, then again take some brush, cloth, clean all the mud, especially at the bottom of the car, no, at the beneath of the car. So lot of mud will be there, no. So is it advisable? It will take 2 hours. So what we have now. So we take help of this one by maintaining more pressure here, pressure difference. So what will happen to this? This weight will be more. If water comes out with a high speed, definitely what happen, it will clean out all the mud that got stuck to the tires, rims, or at the bottom, like what we call that as a sheet, that one for the car, that everything what happen will be cleaned here. This is called like a pressure cleaning, what we use. So for that high pressure is what I should develop here. So when you go for car wash or the vehicle wash, no, so we do use this method. So I want the water to come out with high speed. For that, what happens? The best thing is the pressure difference has to be increased here. You can control the pressure difference. That's what the equipment is. Do make observation. Don't sit there and open mobile and start watching movies or that all things. Watch outside world. So much what all you learn is available. So this about, say, when one and two at same horizontal, one or two at different level. So you can take help of this condition. Okay, I agree this. So